Hello and welcome to week 2. I want to start by going to the Welcome to Week 2 link and reviewing what we have to do this week. This is the first full week of class, so there's a little bit more to do. So go ahead and view the video, and then you'll also be reading the Enlightenment in Europe and the Americas within your textbook and within this module and taking the quiz. We've got some literary fun. I've got you reading some things from Descartes and Benjamin Franklin, as well as Mary Wollstonecraft. Once you have done that, go to the discussion prompt, and I'll go over that in a minute. And then you have a rather long reading this week. It's Moliere's Tartuffe, and I've given you some information about that, so make sure that you read it here. And then you will be taking a quiz. Remember, your Essay 1 is due at the end of next week, and you can find that information in week 3. After you've read the Enlightenment in Europe and the Americas in the textbook, you can read this one. This is very brief. It'll kind of hone in on the big ideas, the big topics that are in that reading. And then you can take your quiz on the Enlightenment in Europe and the Americas. This quiz is going to be very similar to the quiz you took about East Asian drama last week. Your discussion board. So for this week, your discussion board is based on Descartes, Franklin, and Wollstonecraft, which I asked you to read in the beginning. Remember, your initial post is due on July 16th. Now that date does not show up on the discussion board because you can't have more than one due date on a discussion board. But on the 16th, you must have your response to my prompt. It must be at least 250 words, proofread, documented, and everything. And then before the 17th at 11:59, you need to respond to 2 classmates. Those responses need to be 125 words each. Now, I don't typically get involved in the discussion boards. I will comment on them privately in feedback, but I like to see how this class kind of handles the discussion boards. So even if you don't see me on the discussion board or you see me very little, it doesn't mean I'm not involved and not reading. I just like to see what you guys come up with. Then you will read Moliere. Now Moliere is a long reading, which is why I've got the quiz due on Sunday. This gives you plenty of time to read it and then take the quiz. Now, the short answer quiz is going to be a little different. In this one, you're actually typing out responses that are 2 to 4 sentences long, and they must include text evidence. You do not have to include a works cited entry with, the author and the title of the work and all of that, but you do need to make sure that you are using in-text citations. Can your answers go over 4 sentences? They can. I don't think they need to, but 1 sentence answer will not suffice. That will just be wrong. So we're off to a good week, and it's a much more full week. Email me and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you in the discussion. Bye.